Hey all my plant loving peoples. If you're interested in plants, boy do I have a fun video for you today, and it's going to be quick so we can get through this. And if you can help me identify some of them that I don't have names for, hit me up in the comments, I'd appreciate it. Anyway, this is Jamie. I am going to show you my plant haul from my plant trade that I did yesterday in my local area. And if you're new to Dig It Homesteading, I ask you kindly to consider subscribing to us, as we are trying to reach a goal of 1,000 subscribers. And if you would be so kind as to share it with another plant-loving friend of yours, we'd appreciate that as well. Anyway, let's get started. This is a little overview of the haul. And I will take you over there and show you each individual plant, because there's so much over there, I know it's hard to see everything. This little bit here is how much I have left of what I brought. These were for my mom, and then I had 2 big trays, maybe some other stuff as well. 2 big trays, and probably enough to fill 2 more big trays that were just bigger pots, and that's all I brought back. And I got all of this in trade. I'm stoked. Okay, this is possibly one of the absolutely coolest things that I found. I didn't even know about this plant. It's a tropical that I can put in ground here, and it'll die back in the winter but come back. I was told it was part of the Alocasia family. Cuculata, I guess is how you pronounce that. But isn't she lovely? Y'all. And I just ripped the leaf off with the vine. But anyway, polka dot begonia. I absolutely love these. An untimely freeze when I was out of town killed one that was huge a couple years ago. And so I was so happy to get this again. Alright, look at that little lovely variegated spiral ginger. Just tiny little thing. I have to look and see what the tag is of this one. I have no idea, but it's super cool. Pink Princess Philodendron. Look at the colors in that. My knowledge is very lacking on house plants, so I just pick what I like, and then I have to learn how to care for them. Somebody brought in a peach tree, and this ended up in the orphan pile, so nobody traded with them, so I just snagged this up. So we won't know what the variety is. They may have grown it from seed from the pit, so we can try it out and see what happens. This just says Hawthorn limifolius. So if you know the name or the common name, please let me know. I just love it. All the little texture going on in it. I don't know if y'all are, but I have to touch all the succulents and cactuses, and sometimes I regret my choices. There's the name, Orbia variegata, I guess. Look how stinking cool that is. Super cool. So these can actually be broke off and rooted into another plant as well. Alright, here's these 2. And they're Black Dragon Coleus. Just super dark, rich, kind of burgundy, purpley leaves. Super cool. These will be annual here unless I keep them in pots and maybe can overwinter them. Just this cute little plant tag. Grow your own way, just to stick in a plant pot. These are like gold for me. These are actually made out of mini blinds. See? And we can use them for tags in our gardens or our house plants. So I grabbed a few of those. Alright, let's do this section. We'll start with this cool looking plant. If you know what it is, stop the video and tell me, because I think it's cool. It's the African blue basil, and from what I hear and have read, the seeds from it are sterile. But look how it's got the pretty purpley red edges. So I'm very excited about this. And this was from an elderly lady who absolutely loves this in ground here because it will spread through the roots for her. So I'm excited to put this in my garden. Alright, let's see if you can see. That's another crown of thorns. I already have a red one. This is supposed to be either a pink or a yellow. She wasn't too sure, but she knew which ones were pink or yellow. She also had a red variety as well. So again, I try to avoid getting cactuses and succulents, and then what do I get? Every time. Alright, I have some agave, but they're more of the silver agave, so I figured I'd grab a green one so I could have a couple of both. And I'm not going to try to say that. I have no idea. Whatever that is. It's a cactus, and it's cute. And it needed to come home with me. This is taro. Not all of mine have come back this year. So I don't know if it just got too cold, but I wanted another one. Are you going to come help me, kitty cat? Got this cool mug. I don't really drink coffee. I drink lots of teas. So I figured this would be great for me anyway. Yeah, it's a plant trade. But look what I found for my dogs. Sometimes people bring all sorts of things to trade. And I'll tell you more about that at the end. Some freezer bags. I got 2 boxes of those. And this absolute stunning bromeliad. Look at the pink on the tips. I have no idea what the name of this one is. I don't think it was marked. Oh, it says red ginger on the side. Is that a variety of bromeliad? I have no idea. Y'all let me know. And then I also grabbed 2 of these trays from somebody. I figured they'd be really good for harvesting when I have a lot of vegetables to harvest. So that was a big win for me as I've been looking for them for a while. Alright, all of this gigantic amount of leaves and vines is off of a giant, I believe she said arrow leaf ivy. I'm sure it has and goes by other names as well, but that's what she called it. And I have one like this, but it's a lighter green. So if you know the actual name of that, let me know. And they root really good, so I'll stick those in a hangy basket. I'm probably going to have to snatch one from the back since it gets full sun. I don't want that to get full sun. A lady was walking by saying, "About to put this in a orphan pod, do you want it?" And I was like, heck yeah. So I think I might have to paint this and use it outside. I thought that would be super cute. And then 3 of these, and they fit perfectly in my trays to hold my little pots up. So I thought that was perfect. And then I've got two palm trees. I have no idea the variety. And this one has a baby in it. So I need to take that out soon and give it some more room. It wasn't labeled. She just really wanted to get rid of them, and I said I'll take it. And then that lovely banana, which does not have the variety either, but I will take it and it will have a nice home here. Okay, so I'll show you a few more of these as well. This I've already got wrapped up in a damp paper towel. The lady said she put it in a wet paper towel in her sink in the greenhouse and left it there for like 9 months, and the sucker went everywhere. So I have high hopes for that, and it's a cucumber cactus. This is the scientific name, and I just think it's too cool that it actually has a real leaf. Never seen that before. I got all these cuttings of the string of bananas. Didn't get the pot. I put them in there so they could start doing their thing and rooting. Look how cute. So once it gets too big, I'll have to find a hanging basket for that and where it can go. Always got to buy plants, but you never know where they're going to go. Do you have that problem? And then I also got a few bare root plants, so I'll show you those. And I had to get this, even though I have some of these, they're not this variety, and I never heard of the name of these before, so I was a sucker. So these were 2 little bare root plants, and they are aloe. Do you know the name? Velociraptor aloe. What? So now we have a dinosaur plant. So I just thought it was super cool the way they spike out. I guess it kind of looks like a velociraptor's mouth. Okay, then I've also got these that were bare root, which I haven't got in a pot yet. She was like, just take them all, and I was like, oh, I'll take 2, save some for everybody else. So I don't know what they are, but they'll probably go in a little pot or a bigger pot together and see what they look like. And then a lady brought these, and the top of it comes off. She's like, I don't know, I just figured somebody could do something with it. And I was like, you know what that could be? I'm like, when you're hand pollinating and you need to keep track of that thing that has the pollen on it for the next couple of days, you could stick your Q-tip or whatever in here to keep track of your pollen. She's like, hold on. So she ran and grabbed these little brushes that will fit in the tubes. So we created together a little hand pollination kit, and after that I saw like everybody at the trade had a little set of this that they traded for, so that was super cool. And then they also have people bring items and then they raffle them off, and I'm very superstitious. I usually have my husband and daughter come. He came, she didn't, she had stuff to do, but he put all the raffle tickets in and won this beautiful planter with a cute little bumblebee on it. So I thought that was super cool. He always wins something, so he's like required to come. He's got to come win me plant stuff, and he really enjoys doing that for me. Okay, so real quick, I'll tell you why I ended up with dog treats, a mug, and plastic gallon bags. So this lady was brand new to our plant trade, and she didn't have time to get any plants in by the time we were starting our trade. So she brought a bunch of things that she had and just traded those, and that lady ended up with a trunk load of plants, because plants are expensive. But if you do your work and look on Facebook and find your local trades, there are so many people who have so many plants that you're looking for, and most of us plant people, we get way too many plants and too many babies, and we just want to share. We just want them to go to somebody who wants to have plants and learn about plants. So highly recommend you find your trade group. It's an awesome thing. You can come with household items and leave with plants. So I've also heard recently, or saw on some Facebook group, that somebody just bought an aloe, and I'm like, a regular everyday aloe, and I'm like, that's so disheartening. You know, aloe, if you have aloe, then you know how much aloe just reproduces like crazy and grows and grows and grows. So I felt bad for that person that they had to buy an aloe. So I want to get the word out about your local plant swaps and what you can do to get plants without costing you a dime. And then I briefly mentioned the orphan pile. So at the end of our trade, we have an area designated as the orphan pile. So if you have plants that you've brought to the trade that you do not want to lug home, then people then bring all those plants or supplies or whatever over there, which is also where I got those tray liners that hold the things and the labels. If you don't want to take them home with you, you put them in that area, and then everybody just kind of walks around and grabs what they need, and then you don't even have to have a trade for it. So super cool event. We do it in spring and fall. So I don't know what other groups do. I just know the one locally for me, which I would think they'd probably do about the same. Spring and fall are pretty good times for plant trading. But if you're in a group like that, let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. See you on the next one. Love you. Bye-bye.